That was a lot of fun. All right, so who do we have next? We've got HerKules, the other Hong Kong University of Hong Kong, versus Japan, Fukuoka. That should be a pretty decent matchup too. Now HerKules didn't do too hot earlier today. We'll see if they turn that around. But then again, to be fair, Fukuoka didn't do hot earlier today either. I
don't think so.
Compared to last year, anyway, they seem to be a little bit rusty. So
yeah,
we'll
they were top 16 last year. They it was 1-1. So the only team that went 1-1 earlier was Fukuoka Niwaka and Queens Knights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if they've woken up here for their second match of the evening. All right. So there's that.
I am looking forward to it. It looks like they're passing through it right now, but I think they've got some early rankings up.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's the points accumulation from their wins, I guess, huh?
Yeah, we don't have an English screen to show for that, I don't think.
I don't believe so. Let's see.
We can get there. We've missed a little bit of it, but
yeah,
actually,
there you go.
There we go. There's
they do have
group.
that.
So they've gone through A, B, and C group, and we missed some of those, but there's D group for you.
Yeah, now that we know that we actually have that.
3 victories. And we can probably set this out ourselves later once we tally up all the different victories.
Right.
This should be a lot of fun to see. All right, so I am still rooting for Fukuoka. Now, somebody asked earlier what I thought the more interesting bots were that were going to be out there, and I thought it was that last team that we saw.
Please welcome
it was Enterprise
RoboMaster.
and this team, Fukuoka. I just think they have great bots. You're going to see them in just a sec here. We'll have them run out, and then they're going to set up. But
it almost looks like a boarding gantry for a rocket that they run out there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like a nightclub was what?
Yeah, a nightclub.
What some of the assistants were saying.
Yeah.
Here they come. Maybe it's all on a boat. Are we on a boat right now? That's why it's rocking back and forth.
It feels like it. It feels like a pirate ship.
They look so excited and happy to be out there. Some of the teams are stoic, but I get excited when they're excited.
There we go. Preparing the teams.
Prepare your team.
Is this us? This is us.
Yeah,
all right.
Okay.
The home team. Nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Japan go here. I think, honestly, the best team that I've seen today was University of Washington.
They did do a good job. They had good teamwork.
They did pretty incredible. Now, granted, I think they were going against a team that didn't field a full roster.
A full roster, that's true.
But even so, they were moving very, very coordinated. They were very accurate, so you could sort of tell right away that they had some skill in their belts.
Yeah, University of Washington is coming up again at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Versus Purdue.
Sorry, 8 a.m. Eastern time. It's about an hour from now.
Yep.
Are we running way behind? 7 p.m.
Well, things were delayed earlier.
6:30. Yeah, so we're running about 30 minutes behind right now, it looks like. All right, good deal. Keeping up on stuff here, chat, seeing if we can understand what's happening.
That is right.
I don't know what else to tell you about this. We're actually working a small technical issue here. This is the first day, and we're trying to get some things dialed in.
This is part of us being the production crew and the presenter crew. It's hard for us to do both at the same time.
We're not just the ones talking. We're also running OBS and running this and talking in chat, and then we got the mixer, and we got the referee system, and we've got all the different things sort of coming together.
So our little, we'll call them quirks. I hope that you will forgive them.
That's why I'm like looking down at my phone, like sending a message saying, we need this.
Yeah, that's right. No, we're just actually really rude and unprofessional.
I don't really care about y'all. I'm just going to sit here and talk on my phone.
Oops. Let's get going. So we've got the very stoic lineup right there. You can see on the main picture. They got a jumbotron, which is so cool.
It is. It's actually in a sporting arena here in Shenzhen.
It's absolutely gorgeous too. This setup is just nice to see.
How could Baron promote Eru? They dabbed. They dabbed. We'll see if they dab next time. You know something?
How could Baron promote Eru? Well, let's see. When I made fun of them for dabbing, they shot about 20, 42 millimeters at my head. So I think I like University of Washington, and they're great, and I'll say nothing bad about them ever again.
I'm just going to put on my safety glasses and give an honest opinion.
Please don't hurt me.
2 minutes remaining in the setup here. You can see them.
Check that out.
What is that? It's like a vacuum cleaner bot.
Yeah, and Fukuoka's new logo, I've got to say, it is nice. They've got good-looking bots.
Yeah, I think they were sponsored by a carbon fiber company, honestly.
Maybe.
Look at all that sweet carbon fiber on those robots.
No, those are just vinyls as well.
They're just vinyls.
Carbon
it's
fiber
actually
stickers.
like wood underneath there, and they just put carbon fiber stickers
if
on
a team
top.
came out with balsa wood, I would be very happy.
They'd be super light. They could probably make the jump.
They probably could make the jump. That would be a lot of fun.
And then completely just crash into a million pieces.
I'm saying, I want a Pine Bot Derby. That's what I want.
Pine Bot Derby, nice.
Good rotation there on their Sentry. That looks pretty good. It's not as fast as some of the other teams, but it looks functional.
But it's moving.
Yeah.
That's what you want to see.
And that's half the battle.
Because moving is half the battle.
I like that carbon fiber. It's like CNC'd carbon fiber.
Yeah. It's like laser cut or something. Yeah, it's got the designs and stuff, the weight reduction.
It's pretty cool. I believe it's pronounced Aru.
Naru. That's actually a cool design. Look at that. It's almost like a wrapped carbon fiber. Wow.
I didn't notice that earlier. I was hoping that we would see like a molded sort of curvature thing, and I didn't see that earlier. That's nice.
It looks like a little gangster car almost. I love the profile on that.
Oh, it might need some ironing out. It looks a little bit like it's made of paper mache, but
that's okay.
But I like the idea.
I think they might have over-logoed that one a little bit as well. I think they could have just gone with one logo front or back.
No.
But you know something? It's their robot. That's fine with me.
They're like branding.
branding. All right. There we go. And there's the bases closing up. When the base is closing up, that means that we've got just a couple seconds before the next match here.
All right. It's initializing. 10 seconds to go.
Right you are, Baron. All right. So again, this is the first match in our next matchup here on the red team, the University of Hong Kong team HerKules versus the blue team, FUkuoka Niwaka, the Fukuoka Union University, hailing from Japan.
Looking good. Looking good.
Starting
Pretty fast motion out of the gate from Fukuoka.
There's an engineer getting some ammo and just chucking the box behind it. Look at how far it throws them. Now, when you throw it that hard, you also don't get any actual 42 millimeter. So I think that might be a slight flaw in the plan there.
It's more of a power move than anything else.
It looks hilarious.
All right, so it looks like we've got some early defensive positioning from Fukuoka. I don't see much of a coordination there from HerKules.
Yep. Did get all of the ammunition. Now, I think they spilled quite a few of them, but probably have about 10 to 12 shots of 42 millimeter for the hero.
I do love that Fukuoka hero bot, though. It is just, it's sleek.
It looks like a ramp.
It does. It's like one of those battle bots wedge.
The wedge
shapes.
battle bots. Oh dear.
Wedge to win. But with all those extra parts on there, I wonder if that slows it down at all.
I don't know.
Now that's a pretty beefy engineer on their side as well. That thing looks capable.
The carbon fiber maybe lightened.
What is going on with?
They're not stuck, are they?
No.
It looks like they're attacking the red engineer.
Yeah. Looks like it was having a little bit of trouble. It was almost tipped over before.
A lot of fights in the background, though. Look at that. Red 1 got a little bit of damage. Didn't quite get boxed in.
Penalty there for HerKules.
Blue team actually looks like they're pulling back.
It's close, though. I mean, it's 150 to 125 for all this, all these rounds flying around.
Blue hero's getting greedy a little bit there. I don't like seeing that blue hero almost dead.
Red hero's almost dead as well. I mean, that's almost even.
Just trying to get the kill. Oh, there you go. Man. Sneaked around the corner and boom, headshot.
There it is for HerKules.
And that was the hero taking out the hero. That was like a hero punching match, honestly.
Red 1 doesn't appear to be active right now, and I'm thinking it's dead in the... Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's dead.
Red 1.
It is dead, yeah.
I was looking at the wrong thing. I was trying to look over at blue 1. I'm sleepy.
The icicle or the snowflake is a enhanced cooldown, which means the robots can basically fire the projectiles more quickly. And the shield is a defense buff. They get a 50% buff to their defense, so they take half damage.
Going after that barnacle defensive position right there. Nobody's really gone for the other base. This is probably going to end up being one of those matches that comes down to damage points. Well, I mean, we'll see.
It looks to me like Red 2 is attempting to revive the hero. A lot of shots happening.
Yeah, they're pushing it back slowly but surely. They're pushing that thing back over to the repair zone.
So there's the defensive bonus, only taking 5 away from
We've
Red 5
got a drone in the air.
There's the blue engineer is just chucking boxes again.
Yep. HerKules drone is in the air. It's sort of sputtering around though. It's not doing too much. It's having trouble, I think.
Yeah.
There's constant rotation from Red 5. He's taking some damage, but he doesn't seem too concerned with it.
Yeah.
I was about to go back to that repair zone, but he seems confident.
I mean, the teams are very close in terms of damage. Even though Red 1 is down, it's still 540 to 493. So
that, and you know, I'm pretty sure he's going to be back up soon. He's in the tunnel right now.
Yeah, you're right. It's anybody's game still, I think.
There we go. All right, here comes the engineer trying to push him back.
There's the defense.
He's having a little bit of trouble actually navigating. There we go. Now he's got him almost back.
All right. Again, that blue 2, if you look at your mini-map, that blue 2, or sorry, Red 2 is trying to push Red 1 over to the regen zone, the repair zone.
Yep, I'm just looking behind me right now. It looks like their engineer's having a little bit of trouble finding the right direction to go in.
Yeah, I agree. And there is no sides to the ammo, so you're not really stealing ammo from the other side. The robots, the engineers, are able to get ammo from either side. Any one of the lower stacks. If they get over there and they push to that position, it is perfectly possible for them to get that ammo.
Right.
All right, here's a skirmish. Look at that. Those 2 blue standards are surrounded.
I gotta say, there is a lot of rounds flying right now.
Taking fire from the back.
This is really neat to see.
That was, blue 4 took a pretty good amount of damage. That puts Red in the lead in terms of damage. 2 minutes remaining. Again, if neither base takes any damage, then it's the team who dealt the most damage. So right now, 730, the Red team is leading the blue team with 513.
I am so surprised.
Drone's up. The drone's firing at something. Well, the drone's ammo is landed. Yeah, I don't actually see the drone flying.
So their drone is going to be knocked out by the referee system if it doesn't get out of the air.
Is it on the ground?
It's on the ground in the middle.
Oh, it is on the ground over there. Gotcha.
That's going to be a penalty.
They'll crank it up, yeah.
Yeah, they're on guy wires. They're not allowed to go past the center field.
Right.
And they're not allowed to go anywhere away from that wire.
Yeah.
And if they land, they end up getting sort of ratcheted back up.
Yeah, there's like a crank that'll pick them up.
Right,
yeah.
so that they're not a hazard. And that guy wire is really a protection for not just the rules, but for the crowd, so that a drone.
Look at this. The blue team, FUkuoka Niwaka's got some blinks on the top of the red base.
Yeah, I know. They're flying at us.
They are flying way over us, actually.
Pretty good accuracy right there. They got 2 bots side by side. That's looking nice.
I can't imagine when there's actually public here viewing that's going to be a legitimate
Look at them.
strategy.
They're moving together as a team right now. Good job. That's what Fukuoka needs to be doing.
That was impressive. Less than a minute remaining.
I gotta say,
Fukuoka gets those plinks.
They've got the bot advantage right now, but they got to get reloaded and back out on the field. They could still go any way.
Yeah, Miraskadu, you're right. The new arena looks insanely great. I agree with you.
HerKules has only 2 standards up right now.
Yep.
But they seem to be holding their own.
If they don't get a plink in the next couple seconds, I don't think they could even get that many plinks.
No, I mean, maybe farming the engineer might be a good way to go, and that looks like what they might be trying to do.
Yeah, but
they've got to go back and reload, though.
Yeah, it won't do them any good to farm the engineer because their base took damage.
They kept that lead, 1,000 to 918.
Yep, but they took that base damage, so they lose.
Oh, wait, did they?
Yeah, they got the plinks. Yeah.
I didn't catch that. Man, I gotta say, HerKules did a great job there, though.
They did.
I really think that they did. Fukuoka is a good team. They're a very good team.
That was good tactics. That was situational awareness there at the end.
It does seem that they are not quite at the level that they were last year, but it may just take a few rounds for them to get back up to speed.
Maybe so, yeah.
And that could be that some of their talent ended up graduating out. Like that. We'd never really know what the story is. We just have to suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, just a little bit of damage on the red base there puts FUkuoka Niwaka as the winner to the match. If we could grab that, let's go there. And see the scores again, just breaking that temporary shield and getting just 130 damage on the base is what clinched that.
I feel for HerKules there.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, it was pretty good on both sides, but there was a really heroic effort there at the end by HerKules. They managed to maintain their lead with only 2 bots on the field against a fully armed team.
Now, if they hadn't got that base damage, that match would have gone to HerKules because they had more damage.
Yeah.
So here we get some replays.
Right there.
There's that first blood.
Yeah.
Red 1 going offline.
I know I keep saying it, but the knockout animation is so cool.
It really is, yeah.
And there's the Blinks coming in right there. Yeah, Fukuoka got up there. They secured the win with that double action up there on the bridge.
Yep.
That's all it took.
That's important. So 2 minutes remaining in the setup for the second match here.
Teams are out and inspecting their bots again, trying to make sure that there are no technical issues, get everything operational. It's not a lot of time that they have, really. Only 2 minutes to do a lot of inspections on really technical, complex devices.
Yep. Again, this is your product. These robots are the product that you have created. Your team, your company, they're supposed to be ready to go now. So this is not the time to be changing things. This is not the time to be spending a lot of time. They need to go out there. They need to get ready for the fight. Like, look at what's happening here.
Miros, the puzzle wall has been replaced this year by that giant pinwheel. So it'll light up in different, I'm not DOS, but it'll light up in sort of a different order, and it'll start spinning about halfway through the match. And that's the new sort of rune system. It sort of changes year to year, right? The first year that you were here, was it different?
It was the runes like that for the first 2 years, and this is the first year that they've changed that. So it's very, very impressive. The beginning, the actual pinwheel doesn't spin, and you have to shoot any of the arms of the pinwheel, and then the arms will start lighting up in a random order, and you have to shoot them in the order that they light up. Then after a bit, I think it's after 4 minutes, the entire pinwheel starts to spin, and you have to hit one of them, and you have to hit them while they're spinning. Here we go. Looks like we have another technical hold. It does seem like just about every match has had a technical hold, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it's the first day.
Yeah.
So, you know, the teams who end up going later in the competition will have a little bit more preparation time.
Yeah.
And they'll have the benefit also of watching these matches today and trying to learn for how these teams are navigating the field.
Yeah.
Try to come up with their own strategies. Even if you don't have the time on the field, being able to see the full field really does help.
Yeah, this is about a 2-minute hold, it looks like.
Does that one team's really solve a technical challenge that would change the rules for the next year? And that's probably how it should be.
I like it, actually, yeah. That's actually really cool because you can sort of learn from your experience, but you do have to continue to innovate.
I think that's maybe some of the spirit behind the changes to the bots as well. Maybe to keep the teams innovating. We got some bounciness here.
Yeah, we do. Still in that technical hold. Probably about a minute remaining in this technical hold here.
Das, do you have a favorite from today?
You know something? I really like any team that can work as a team. So when you see all the robots sort of pushing together and surrounding, we saw that from Virginia Tech earlier. We also saw that for University of Washington. Haven't seen it so much with FUkuoka Niwaka here. Can you think of any other teams that sort of really had those Wolfpack tactics down?
I really just saw it from University of Washington. I mean, that was overwhelming.
I think they're the ones that sort of stick out the most, you know, in terms of just group tactics, everybody moving together, because they rolled over the Ohio State University earlier.
Now, do we have just 2 days of internationals, or do we have 3 days?
I'm not even sure, I don't know. I haven't seen that, that schedule yet. still in the technical hold, and the technical hold is just released. So we are less than 30 seconds away from the next match.
Right there in the center by the ammo containers, that's the pinwheel that we were talking about.
Yeah, it looks like a weird blue Tron flower. Okay, that's cool. Can we get that?
Yeah.
The little subliminal messaging for the RoboMaster S1 educational robot. Hey, where did my S1 go, by the way? It's on the ground down there.
And next time we get a little bit of a break, maybe you should show it again. It's been a long time.
Yeah. Here we go. System off. So here we go with that next match on the red team. HerKules on the blue team. FUkuoka Niwaka. Starting off early. You see that engineer moving up, looking to see what's going on. The blue engineer is already getting some ammo from the blue side dump there. Gathering that 42 millimeter. Those are worth 100 shots each, but each one of these containers only has 3 shots in it. Uh-oh.
There's that load.
Small technical problem.
And he just drops it on the ground.
No. I don't need this. Let's see if we get some more.
Only 3. What is this? Drop it.
Just throw it down. Let's see if we get some more ammo there. Surprising that we don't really see the red engineer trying to get any ammo.
I gotta say,
wow! Look at the fire hose coming from the defensive position. Man, whoa! Look at that. Red 3 just got destroyed. That was an overheat.
Yeah.
Red 3 actually overheated itself. Destroyed itself in the background there.
The limitations of that fire hose that you were admiring.
Yep. I almost wonder if they thought they were in the defensive cooldown position and they were not. Like they hadn't got the bonus yet. You'll see the little snowflake icon like you see under Red 4 right now, but maybe they thought they had it and they didn't.
Was that what the snowflake represents? Is it?
Yes.
So they don't just get a damage bonus. I'm sorry, a damage reduction there. They also get.
Right. So in the barnacle, they get a damage reduction and they get a cooldown increase. On the top of the bridge, it's just a cooldown increase, and at the other small position, right there, you see the left-hand side of the screen.
Yeah.
That's also a cooldown increase.
Is that new? Because I thought last year it was just a damage reduction.
No, they did have a cooldown increase in a couple different positions last year.
All right.
I don't think that they had the lower position. I'd have to go back and look. Just sort of skirmishing. It's 90 to 90 damage, and we're 2 minutes into the match. Red 3 killed itself, so that doesn't count towards the damage.
I mean, they're taking their time.
Yep, look at this, sort of arcing those shots back into there.
So Hong Kong's engineer doesn't seem to be terribly effective.
I agree. I mean, I just haven't seen it really do anything right now. I don't think it's collected any ammunition. I don't know if the mechanism's broken.
They at least don't have a reliable hook system to be able to drag that other bot back to safety.
Yeah.
And their drone is down again.
Yeah, it looks like Red 1 is actually attempting to be a repair unit.
Did you see their drone landed on the field?
It's on the field again. That's not good. It just keeps losing its lift capability.
Why? Yeah, it's there in the corner. Check that out. Some long shots there. That back and forth, just trading fire.
Again, look at the damage though, 160 to 170. Let's see if somebody can push. They're just really taking it easy here. Not seeing a lot of motion.
I like those blocks just sort of laying out there.
Yeah, some long range shots.
You almost got a ricochet hit there.
Yeah, they're like at standoff distance. Look at this. Trying not to take some damage, but trying to get some hits in. It's Blue 3 up in that defensive barnacle.
I'm going to say, peeking around the corner like that and taking those long shots, it looks kind of cool.
It does look cool. And look at that 180 to 185 in the damage right now. I mean, we're already, what, 4 minutes into the match?
With how low those steps are this year, Because I feel like they're longer, they have more of a graduation.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that provides just a little bit more cover.
Yeah.
The island is definitely way bigger, for sure. And there were 2 of them last year, right? Each team had their own separate resource island.
They had 2 different sides to the resource island, right? Or am I thinking of the first year?
I can't even remember now.
Last year we had the they had the big
runes.
container in the middle, right?
They had the path and then they had the runes, and then I think on the other side of the runes, I think that's where the
resources were.
Resources, I think.
I
have to go back to look.
Yeah, we'd have to go look at the old video.
Matter. Regardless, I think there's more cover.
Yeah. All right, still doing some damage, but it's 255 to 310. Look at that. Less than 2 minutes remaining. Yeah. I feel like both teams are playing it so conservatively that this is going to come down to damage.
I mean, 305 to 390.
It's very close. That's one little salvo.
And it's good playing. It's not like they're being too boring here. It's just they're firing from long range.
They are. They're trying to stay back. They're trying to deal damage without taking damage.
So it's going to come down to just pure skill and accuracy there. It looks like it does look like Fukuoka is going to be able to win this. I just don't see a whole lot of long-range accuracy coming from HerKules.
Yeah, I agree. There's some more damage on Red 4 there. Just increasing their damage lead a little bit more.
Yeah.
Look at it firing over the edge of that. That's such an interesting position.
I like it.
It's taking some damage, though. I don't know that it's really doing them well. 580 to 380. So FUkuoka Niwaka over 200 ahead, like a little bit less than 200 ahead now with less than a minute remaining. This does very much look like it's going to come down to damage dealt. So Fukuoka just needs to maintain that lead. Honestly, right here.
It keeps growing, though. It keeps growing.
Yeah. I almost feel like right here, it might be good for Fukuoka to pull back. If they just retreated to the base, I think the amount of time it would take the red team to realize what was happening, the match would be over and they would secure the win.
Right.
Because Red 5 just keeps taking a little bit of damage over there. I think that's where a lot of that damage is being farmed from, see? Just long-range standoff shots. About 200 on the lead. 12 seconds left, Chad. Unless something really crazy happens, the second match looks like it's going to Fukuoka Niwaka based on damage dealt. Yep, right there. A little bit slow at the end. A little bit slow at the end.
It was a solid win. Solid win for Fukuoka.
Yeah. So if you click,
I keep clicking the wrong thing.
Yeah, if you click the other.
I mean, you use the stinger that we just set up.
Let's do the stinger. There we go.
There
we got the faster stinger too.
There it is.
It was a good match from Fukuoka. They played it smart, played the long game. I agree with that. They did sort of stay back, and they played that long game.
Ow.
So that secures the win, and that is 2 wins for Fukuoka Niwaka.
Yeah.
Now, we do have some more teams coming up here in just a second. Let's get the scores up right quick. You can see how close this match was. They were literally just less than 200 damage apart, just being very conservative. Fukuoka actually shooting 3 of the larger projectiles, and then a couple, about 100, 140 more of the 17 millimeters. But just that damage dealt secures the win for Fukuoka Niwaka. Now, I'm really curious who's going to get the MVP on this.
It seemed to be fairly well distributed.
Yeah.
Everybody seemed to be pulling their weight.
Yeah, I didn't see like one robot just go in there and do a ton of damage. Look at those replays. Highlights. Really the long standoff range, you just don't see as much damage, but
no.
Comes down to accuracy in that case, I guess.
No, I mean, earlier we saw losing teams with over 1,000 damage.
Yeah,
so
oh yeah.
It's just how they're going to approach the thing.
Yep, just sort of blinking. That was without warning. Not a lot of highlights in that one, honestly.
Yeah, that's right.
But that was a win for the Japanese team there, y'all. 2 wins.
So we've got multiple matches left. Are we commentating these?
We do. They've asked us to sort of step away for a couple matches. We do have more matches coming up. The stream's not going to stop. We're just not going to be commentating on them. It's day 1 of 9. We got to save our voices because there's lots and lots of days left. We've got Team Meta versus Team Kinetic Robotics coming up next. After that, the University of Nottingham, Ningbo, China, and then the McMaster University Falcons. I think both of those we're gonna display here for you, but we're not gonna have commentary. But the last 2 matches of the day, I think we got to be here for those.
Okay.
University of Washington, Advanced Robotics, and Texas Aimbot. I would like to see both of them go. So the next 2 matches for Meta and University of Nottingham, Ningbo, China, and Kinetic Robotics and the McMaster University, Mac Falcons. We're going to play them for you, but we're not going to be here doing commentary. So again, I'm Das Valdez. This is Bad News Baron. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. These matches are scheduled for about an hour, and we're going to take a break, go to snack, use the restroom and stuff like that while the matches keep marching on here at RoboMaster 2019.
See ya.